the only reason why Cam Boozer to me is, or Cameron Boozer, whatever he goes by. This is why the number 2 pick is going to be interesting, right? Because AJ is already solidified to be the number 1 pick. For me, again, that's my opinion. I'm not an NBA scout. I'm not one of these absolute buffoons of an NBA general manager that makes wrong decisions all the time. But to me, if I was an NBA general manager, if I was the owner of a team, if I owned a franchise, if I was a minority owner, if I just took part in a franchise in any way, right? AJ Dibanza is going number 1, right? I'm selecting him without a second thought in my mind. This is where the conversation gets interesting. Who's number 2? Because Cameron Boozer, the fact that he's able to actually shoot makes him so much of a threat that I could actually see him beating Darren Peterson. Again, Darren Peterson's a good player, but it's not like we haven't seen his type before, if that makes any sense. He's not a generational player. Darren Peterson, he's not a generational player. He's not a player that makes you think, wow, we haven't seen someone at this size. We haven't seen someone with this skill. We haven't seen someone with those combinations in such a long time. That's what a generational player is. It factors your skill, your talent, and your height. If you have all 3 of those things, which AJ Dibanza does, that's a generational player. Darren Peterson, we've seen players at Darren Peterson's height do the same thing that Darren Peterson's skills do. AKA Devin Booker, AKA Bradley Beal, AKA pretty much every shooting guard right now. You can go Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards. Darren Peterson fits that mold. He's going to be a great shooting guard in the NBA. Is he a generational player? No. So that's what makes the second overall pick interesting, because Cameron Boozer is able to ability to shoot and stretch what his skill already is we already know he's super good at getting to the rim. We know he's super good at posting up. We know he's super good at having his back to the basket and finding a way to score the ball down low in the paint. But the fact that he's able to stretch that and take his abilities back and show his talent at shooting, I might have to take Cameron Boozer second overall and then Darren Peterson. By the way, this draft class is stacked.
Was outstanding in what his Blue Devils are doing in this game. Here's Boozer, who once again is the ACC Rookie of the Week. They should stamp that the rest of the ways. Won it 8 times. Evans on the money. A much different offensive team. They were 500 team without him, 10-1 with him.
See, that's where his specialty lies. Right here, there's back to the basket. Here's his skill, right? Back to the basket. There he is. Boom. That's his skill.
38 points. But look at Boozer conducting traffic, making sure that he gets the basketball. The question now, has Duke done a good enough job taking advantage of that long drought by Louisville? Second chance by Boozer, up and in for 2. And the second straight possession.
I like his finishing too. I want to check his efficiency. Is he making most of his shots or most of his attempts? Because that's one thing too. I don't know how long he's in there in the paint. How many times he tries to do that hook shot. How many times he tries to get a layup and it just doesn't go in.
Boozer over the top. From the back position. They have worked that play a couple of times. Really good at it. A tremendous player in your own right. Here's the bounce here for Cam Boozer. Pulling his way inside. Just unstoppable on plays like that. And many of the freshmen out of L.A. Over the top for Cam Boozer. Right there for 2 more. It's at 65.1 points per game. This is a strong defensive team. Because Boozer's so good offensively. Cam Boozer with the spin. Yes. How pretty is that?
That's versatile. All right, that's it.